Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Very excited to be back at Hyundai of Trenton because we've got the all-new, fully redesigned inside and out 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe for a full review today. This is the base trim. This is the SE trim with all-wheel drive. This is the value proposition for the all-new Santa Fe with the all-wheel drive when you need it. The color here is shimmering silver with a light gray cloth interior, 3 rows in this Santa Fe. So we're going to check it out, see what this base trim is bringing as far as value to the market in this brand new Santa Fe. So let's dig in. The front end of the Santa Fe, shimmering silver, looking great, but look at this totally redesigned exterior. We're talking about a revolutionary design on the Santa Fe, a totally different vehicle now from the past. And here we go, LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, H for Hyundai on the LED turn signals, functionality in the grille top and bottom functional side, air curtains, liking the way the shimmering silver plays off the flat black. And as we come around, I just loving how they got the Hyundai H into the headlight housings. And as you can see, the daytime running lamps are going to come straight across, all the way across the front of the hood. Really well done as far as the lighting goes. Now, when you're going to take a look at the Santa Fe, pardon my shadow, what we have here is an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Hyundai badge on the center cap, standard brake and rotor package. Now, these 18-inch wheels are wrapped in Goodyear Assurance all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 60 series sidewall, 18s, all 4 corners, all-wheel drive. As we pull on out in a very crowded parking lot, we'll try to give you the full side profile to see what I mean about this Santa Fe. It is all different than the previous generations. The big boxy look, the longer rear end to fit that 3rd row in. So really a major departure from the previous design language. As we move on in, side fender vent here says Santa Fe in gloss black. Color match side view mirrors, but we don't have LED turn signals on the mirrors here on this Santa Fe SE. We do have color match front and rear door handles, and then we have the left side fuel filler cap up top. We have a roof spoiler coming off the top. Color matched roof with a gloss black shark fin antenna, and as you can see, no roof rail. So we got this smooth design here on this big flat roof without the roof rails. And we don't have a sunroof. Rear end of the Santa Fe, again, a really flat back to it and really big and wild looking here in the back, I would say. But we do have the roof spoiler coming off the top, and that rear wiper is tucked up underneath the roof spoiler to clean up the back of the design of the vehicle, as well as protect that wiper from car washes and the elements. Hyundai badge in the middle, Santa Fe in chrome underneath that, or I would say brushed aluminum. And then the same LED taillights, LED turn signals with that H, which I think is a really nice little nugget in this vehicle. And then down below, we have flat black around the license plate and rear bumper area, and our exhaust is coming out the right side of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 24 Santa Fe, and what do we have for a power plant? We have Hyundai's 2.5-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine, mated to an 8-speed wet dual-clutch transmission with paddle shifters, 277 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 20 in the city, 28 on the highway, 23 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much is this base trim with all-wheel drive? Well, here we go. For the first time, pricing on the Santa Fe here on Shabby's Rides. Here we go. Base price for the 24 Santa Fe SE all-wheel drive, $35,750. Now, this vehicle has some options. We need to add in $210 for the carpeted floor mats, $190 for the cargo cover, $70 for the roadside assistance kit, and $70 for the wheel locks. We then add in destination and delivery of $1,395 from Hyundai's Montgomery, Alabama assembly plant, and we have a total MSRP for this vehicle from the factory of $37,685. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The carpeted floor mats are in the cargo area at this time. Seating wise, you're going to get manual seats here in the SE for both the driver and the front passenger. And then the light gray cloth interior, very simple, very base. Now this is really light in color, so be careful. It's going to show stains easy. But the headrest is nice and soft. The bolstering fairly firm, but not a bad interior for a base trim vehicle. Passenger door panel, we got soft touch up top. We got some great looking brushed aluminum trim that goes right across the door into and out of the door handle area. We have soft touch on our light gray armrest. So I like the two-tone colors and the different textures on the door panel. Looking good. Down below, decent sized door pocket, standard audio system. Up top, we have soft touch up here. Then we have this light gray trim with a button that you push to store your secret papers. So I like the fact that we have a spot for that in this new Santa Fe. Then we have some faux carbon fiber trim to kind of break up the design here. Looking good. More brushed aluminum right into our heat and air vents. And then down below here, nice large glove box. Now we're looking at infotainment system time. We're looking at Hyundai's 12.3-inch next generation infotainment system, which means you have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. Now with this base trim, with this system, all the maps and nav are going to come through your phone, but I don't think that's a big deal really at all. So we can go in here, we can go in, I got to turn the volume down. We can go into our radio. We got Sirius XM, as well as our standard FM and AM radio stations. So that's a good touch. And now we can go to, and you can set your favorites and whatnot. Just hit it to go back. You can Bluetooth your phone, project your phone. You got valet mode, so you can put that in there. You got your vehicle diagnostics panel where you can check all that. Now it's checking the diagnostics. Then you got an easy swipeability where your maintenance, you got your setup right here where you can go into your vehicle. And then from here, you can go into your different areas for your vehicle. This does not have climate control. It's standard heat and air. And then, of course, you can go into your lighting and check out your lighting. Being the base trim, you're not going to see ambient lighting in here, but they got you covered there. You got your convenience features you can go into and change those out if you would like. So it's really nice and easy for a base system to use. And then you can go back to home, and here you are back to your screen. Now we go into reverse. We have a nice large backup camera, really clear with trajectory, parking sensors on the right because we don't have 360-degree view cameras in the SC, but it is nice and clear, and it's a 12.3-inch system. Easy to use, no problem. Coming on down, here's your engine auto stop start. More heat and air vents. Now we have on this gloss black panel, you have your manual controls for your infotainment system with your four-way hazards. We have a volume and tuning knob. Then we have our, again, standard heat and air in here, no climate control. Down further, you got your auto vehicle hold. You got your drive modes, which we'll check out when we check out the dash. Lock, the center diff, engine auto stop start on off, hill descent control, parking cameras, parking sensors on off. Down further, we have two USB-Cs right here. Now this does not have wireless charging, but for how they have this laid out, this is where your wireless charging pads should be, one for the driver and one for the front passenger. I'm going to really be excited to see one of the upper level trims like the Limited or the Calligraphy to see if we got some action like that going on. But that's right now, you can lie your phones in here, but you're not going to have wireless charging in SC. But I do like the concept behind it, and I do like the light gray plastic trim rather than all black in here as well. We have two cup holders, and then we have our Hyundai key fob. Now the new key fob I'm not in love with because it's very light and it feels very plasticky. But we have lock, unlock, remote start, and your panic button. Hyundai badge is going to be on the back. Looking good. Now our center armrest is nice and soft with some soft touch and stitching. We jump on in, and we have a nice area in here for storage with an LED light. So they got you covered. Hyundai steering wheel. Now we have a leather wrap wheel with stitching in the light gray. I really like the 10 and 2 notches. We have the horn button with some brushed aluminum trim to lift up the wheel. Round bottom wheel, but I have no problem getting in and out of this vehicle. It's a nice boxy, airy cabin in this new Santa Fe. Flat black on the switchgear. Now we have our volume controls over here as well as our safety suite controls and the controls for our digital dash. On the right side, you got your telephone, voice commands, favorites, and modes for your infotainment system. Now, the gear shift in here is right out of Ioniq 6 and Ioniq 5. It's right down here. So when you want to shift it, what you're going to do is put your foot on the brake and twist it towards the dashboard. We go to drive. If we want to go to reverse, we pull it back towards us and we're in reverse. And if we want to go to park, we push the button in on the end and we're in park. But that's where all the action happens right there to go through this 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission. We also got the paddles to manually go through the gears if that's what you want to do. And then we have our controls for our headlights. And then on the right side, front and rear wiper. And then down below here, we have our electronic parking brake, bright and dim the dash, pop the tailgate, and traction control off. We have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. So they got you covered there. And then we got our 12.3-inch digital dash. So I'm really liking all this digital action on a base trim. Now our drive modes, here we go. We have snow, we have individual or my drive, sport, and normal. So they got you covered for a lot of different situations. So I do like that. And then again, to go through additional information in the center, we do have that button. It's set up very similar to the outgoing one as far as the dashboard tech. So you don't have to relearn a whole new tech language in order to operate this new Santa Fe, which I really like the fact that they keep it familiar and they keep it consistent in some areas, especially the areas where your fingers are going to touch. Overhead console right here in gloss black, but that's okay. You're not going to touch it very much. Across the top, you got your LED interior lighting. You got the picture right up here with the car. You keep that button off. When you open the door, lighting comes on. Close the door, the lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Hyundai Blue Link button to hook up this vehicle with your phone. Standard rear view mirror with a frame. No home link right here in this SC right now. And then we have our sun visor with vanity and a light. So they got you covered there. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the mid-row of this Santa Fe. It's a bench seat, as you can see, in the light gray. We're going to hop on in. No problem getting in with a big flat roof. Plenty of room for my head, knees, and shoulders at 5'11". B-pillar heat and air vents. I'm loving that here in this Santa Fe. Now we have cloth up top. Now we're going to go plastic with that Hyundai design, as we've seen on the outside, with the H's and the crossbar. Nice touch. And then we have a door seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger with USB-C action in the back of each front seat, and a little area here where you can roll up your wire onto that so it doesn't dangle in your feet, which is a nice thing. Now, back here, we have a rear open for our center console, so I like that. And then down here, look at that. We have a nice, huge trash bucket. So if you got junk, right? People don't have to throw it on the floorboards. They can throw it right in here, and you can take this out and dump it. So that's a nice touch. I do like that. Rear door panels, same action as the front, same use of material, no cost cutting here. Even on a base trim with all-wheel drive, same use of materials. Here's our front door panel looking good. Here's the rear door panel looking the same. We also have a cup holder and a half, or maybe two if you got a square cup, in each door. And then we have, again, the back seats with that light gray cloth. Looking good, fairly comfortable for base seats. And then we have a center armrest here in the base trim. Thank you, Hyundai, for that. Semi-soft, two more cup holders. So you got 4 cup holders here in the mid-row, plus connectivity, plus the heat and air in the B-pillars, and lighting. They got you covered, and it's quite comfortable. Getting in the third row of this new Santa Fe. Here we go, right on top of your mid-row seat. There's a button. You push it, and it comes right open. Now, there's not a lot of room to get in here, but we're going to zip on in with the flat roof. Helps a lot to get in. Now we're in the third row, and hey, you know what? It ain't bad. My knees are a little high. Plenty of room for my head, plenty of room for my shoulders, but it isn't bad. And in the back here, you get a couple cup holders. Now, we don't have connectivity in the base trim. Hopefully, we'll see that in the upper level trims as we climb up the ladder as these cars come up for sale and hit the lots. But if I scooch over behind this other mid-row seat, I got enough room back here as a full-size adult to go for a drive longer than you would think. I thought I would really be cramped back here, but it is really well done as far as use of space. in the back of this Santa Fe. Getting in the cargo area of the Santa Fe, you can pop it from the dash, or you can come to the back, and right underneath the T in Santa Fe and underneath your backup camera, there's a button. Push it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. Love the power tailgate here in the base trim. Now with all seats up, you're looking at 14.6 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Santa Fe. As we come to the back, here's our little panel here. We lift it up. We got a tonneau cover in here, and then we got a jack because our spare is tucked up underneath the rear bumper. So thank you, Hyundai, for the spare. Now to get the rear seats down, pretty easy. You pull the strap, headrest falls down, down she goes. Pull the strap, headrest falls down, down she goes. Now we got more room with the third row down. Let me know if you're going to rock with the third row up or down in your new Santa Fe. As we move on in, we got a 12 volt back here with some extra side cubbies for some more storage. And then you can drop the mid row here in this SC from the tailgate area, which I love. So we hit the button, down it goes, hit the other button, down it goes. And now with all seats down, we're looking at 79.6 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this all new Santa Fe. And that's a really good number here with this 3-row midsize SUV that's still smaller than a Palisade. Wanted to give you a quick look at the carpeted floor mats in black that have Santa Fe on them, so I do like that. And here is the roadside assistance kit we're paying extra for. Window sticker time here in this all new Santa Fe. Here we go, 24 Santa Fe. Shimmering silver, standard features. Options. Total MSRP. Fuel economy. Made in the United States by Hyundai. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we are out on the road in this 24 Santa Fe SC all-wheel drive. All new action on the Santa Fe. Totally redesigned, revolutionary design. You know, we see a lot of car makers when they come out with a new design like the Mustang, it's an evolution. It still looks a lot like the older stuff because they want to keep that lineage. Well, you know what? Hyundai decided we're going to throw out the Santa Fe old design language and we're going to go with something bold and big and rugged looking, and they have revolutionized this vehicle completely from the old one. Now, inside and out. Now, great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear view mirror, no problem. Safety tech, even in the base trim, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz in this vehicle. And you need it because it's pretty long now. We got 3 rows in this baby now. So now we're going to come in here, we're going to do a turning radius. Now we're only at 18.95 feet on our turning radius, which is pretty good for a large SUV like this. So here we go. Oh yeah. We got the all-wheel drive. And this 2.5 liter turbo just takes off and goes. And this 8-speed wet dual clutch, boom, 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 fires off, not a problem. Handling tight, and I really like it. It's a little heavier than you would see in like a Palisade, and it's not as numb. So they really got it dialed in well here on the steering. And the suspension, right on the money. I'm in normal. I have a nice soft ride, very compliant over the bumps. I'm not getting chassis vibrations from the chassis into the driver cockpit area, so it's pretty comfortable. These base seats aren't bad, not bad at all. They're all right. I mean, not as comfortable obviously as the upper trim seats, but they're still fairly comfortable. I got a huge amount of space in here because of the big square boxy rugged look of the Santa Fe, and I got plenty of room in here for everything, and I don't feel claustrophobic. Everything as far as the dash and the infotainment is laid out nicely in front of me. And for a base trim, I got some nice stuff in here, right? Because I have my all new infotainment system from Hyundai with the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. I got USB-C connectivity up front, right? I got heat and air. I got drive modes. I got twin digital dash displays that are 12.3 inches each, right? I got connectivity for my mid-row bench seat, and I have ability to sit people in a third row now, which actually will fit kids and regular size adults, and guys like me at 5'11", a little bit taller maybe than the average size adult. So really well done. And of course, with that boxy roof, you got plenty of headroom all the way back. So you've got some nice value in this base trim Santa Fe, and you have the all-wheel drive if you want to have that. And if you don't want to have that, you can go front-wheel drive. So we got 5 trim levels for 2024 in Santa Fe. We have the SE, the SEL, the XRT, the Limited, and the Calligraphy. All of those trims, except for XRT, you can get in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. The XRT, being the off-road trim, is going to be all-wheel drive only. So that's how they have it set up for the 24 model year. I can't wait to see the upper level trims, because this SE has got some nice stuff in it for a base trim. Now, of course, it's 37, 38 grand, which is nothing to shake a stick at for a SUV. But if you're looking at the one size up, the Palisade, you're going to pay a good amount more for that, right? So this is really Hyundai filling the hole in their lineup that Kia did with Sorento, right? Because the Sorento is a 3-row midsize SUV, but it's a bit smaller than the Telluride. And Hyundai didn't have one of those because the Santa Fe was a 2-row SUV, even though it was bigger than the Tucson. So now they've kind of made it like the Sorento is in the Kia lineup, with the 3 rows a little bit bigger. Storage space, cargo space in the back of the Santa Fe is more than the Sorento by about 4 cubic feet with all the seats down. So they've done a nice job. They've done a real nice job in this vehicle. And the question for you guys is this the kind of action you want to go with this all-new Santa Fe? Do you like it? Do you not like it? It's a big departure from the previous gen. So let me know what you think. But we're going to pull up here. We're going to take off, see how she does in 3, 2, 1. And down the road she goes, no problem. So really well done by Hyundai in this Santa Fe. So I really like how they have this set up. Let me know what you think. Is this completely revolutionary design something for you, or is it not? You like the old one better and this is just way too out there? Let me know. Hyundai is going bold and they're going brash with their new design. So let me know what you think. If this is the action you're going to rock with, you're going to go up in trims because you need more amenities, or is this what you want to do, or are you going to go somewhere else with your hard-earned midsize SUV money? Let me know that in the comments as well. But I do want to thank Hyundai of Trenton for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe SE all-wheel drive for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.